Okay guys, so now we're on to our vertical pulling movement. Once again, we're getting a bit creative here. Vertical pulls are probably the hardest one to do if you don't have any sort of bands or equipment at home, but we're still being creative and we're going to make the most of it. So what we're going to do here is a towel pull basically. So something I've kind of come up with, this might already be an exercise, I don't know. Tall kneeling position to start off with, and all we're going to do is grab over, we've just got a tea towel here, so just grab it at either end, okay, so you want it roughly about sort of shoulder width apart. Bring it up and overhead. You don't want it behind you, but just sort of, so you can just sort of see it looking forward in the top of your eyes there. And what we're going to do from here is, once again, same sort of position, so shoulder blades locked down, we're not hunching and losing that neck, and then from here, pull apart that towel as hard as you can, all right? By doing that, so lats actually do function slightly in pulling out here. The main function of the lat is to pull that upper arm down through the body like this, but by just pulling out like this, you're going to get a little bit of lat and teres major activation in the top there. So just pulling that towel straight apart, okay? And then all we're going to do from there is drive those elbows down. So we're kind of engaging the lat in two ways. We're pulling it out and then back in. And again, with this one, just going to turn up the side just on TV. Again, slight arch to the back, probably a little bit more than you would with any other exercise. If we round over, we're never going to feel those lats working. So a slight arch to the back, chest up, and then we're just driving that towel straight down. We're really trying to keep that pressure and pulling it apart all the way through. Focus more on the pulling element of this one. We're trying to get the contraction here. On the way up, you can just ease off just a little bit, and then pull once again, and then just really try and drive those elbows down each one. Okay? Simple progression for this one. We're going to go up into a half kneeling stance. So by going into that half kneeling, we're just going to work the glutes core a little bit more. Same thing, up into that top position, and then just driving it down in exactly the same way. All right. For our third progression, it's very hard to do much else unless you've got a pull-up bar. So for our third sort of advanced progression, just go straight into pull-ups. So I'm going to demo some here. If you have something, you might have something in your garage or just somewhere with a bar, even a branch in your garden, just give it a try it out, be a little bit creative, obviously test it out beforehand before you fully use it. So yeah, I'm going to just demo some pull-ups now. Same sort of thing, shoulder blades locked down, slight arch in the chest, and then just driving deep elbows on every round. Not letting that neck disappear at the bottom, keeping nice engaged, and deep elbows every one. With your pull-ups, if you do manage to find someone to do your pull-ups, if you're finding it quite hard to get to that sort of 20 mark, one thing you can do on your last set is you can go all out on those push-ups, take a 10-second sort of rest, and then try and get as many as you can again. So kind of like a rest pause technique, just make it a little bit more intense, just trying to push your strength on throughout the weeks. Cheers guys, so that's vertical pulls.